Welcome to Park Hopper Society, a place where we discuss all things travel and theme parks, a little bit about life, and a lot about Disney. I'm your host, Gary, and I'm joined by my two fellow hoppers, Britt
Hello.
and Skipper. Skippy, sorry.
You can be the skipper.
I even messed up the joke. Hey, so listen, this is going to be a fun episode.
It is. Yeah,
and you'll get, well, I call it Aaron. I should have called him Skippy. I'm sorry.
It's close enough. It's close enough.
Skipper is a more formalized, sophisticated form
like
of Skippy.
Skippy song.
Not the same difference as Frank versus Frankie, though.
Yeah, not the same. No.
Not the same.
Which is a perfect segue, because in today's episode, we interview,
Yeah.
or we're joined by, let's not say interview.
We're joined by.
Yeah, joined by Frankie of Disney World Junkies. And just a fun episode. So we recorded the whole thing a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Around the beginning of November, and so just getting a chance to had to get edited and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To bring to you guys, we're calling this Franksgiving.
Yes.
And so this was again, it was a blast. Probably a little longer episode than normal, but
Worth it.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. Because it's fun conversation.
Absolutely.
So, anyway, I'm gonna shut up so we can get to the fun part. So, without further ado, let's get hopping. Well, hey, Frankie, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. We're super excited to have you on the Park Hopper Society.
I'm actually so excited, Kat. Did you hear?
Yes.
They called me Frankie.
I know.
My wife's even excited. She actually refuses to call me Frankie.
Well, what does she call you? I mean, are you allowed to say?
She calls me Frank. I don't understand it because Frank's not my name. My legal name is actually Frankie.
Really?
Is it really?
Yeah, but she refuses.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So Frank is the nickname from the wife.
It's not a nickname. She just doesn't. It's a foreign thing because she's not American.
My niece is Frankie. That's it.
Yeah, her niece is Frankie. So.
Okay.
Sorry.
that's- oh, no, man.
Everybody, because I'm a know-it-all.
This is us. Well, so Frankie, we know that you started the Disney Junkies group. Was it back in 2013? Is that right?
Yes, but actually, when Willie was about 13 in 2013, we joined our very first Facebook group. Never were we a part of a Facebook group before.
Okay.
Each joined, and I don't want to tell you the name because I could say the wrong name.
Sure.
It's one of the larger groups that has, like, you know how we're called Disney World Junkies? And then every schmuck goes ahead and creates the same name for their group.
Yeah.
This was a schmuck that had the same name as 20 other groups.
Okay.
I don't want to say the group in case one of the other 20 schmucks get offended, because, everybody gets offended about something.
Right.
So Willie and I both joined this one Disney group, and I was really getting a kick out of it, and I was sharing a lot of stuff, and we were stuck on the monorail for close to an hour, and I actually posted, my wife and I and the kids are stuck in the monorail for an hour. And then, everybody starts responding with the typical, this drives me out of my mind. Okay. Oh, an hour stuck in the monorail is better than a nice day at home. And to me, that's the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When somebody's, I'm stuck in a hurricane in Florida. I'm stuck in a hurricane at Disney. My vacation's ruined. Oh, I would rather be stuck in a hurricane than to be home. And that drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, what does that say about your home life, man? What are you doing with your life?
It stinks then.
Yeah.
So I start getting attacked by everybody. And I'm not saying anything. I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm not saying anything. I'm just stuck in the monorail for an hour. And we're at the highest point of the monorail.
Okay.
And, I'm scared. I get scared of that stuff. And some lady, some ratchety old bag starts posting how she's looking at my Facebook profile and she doesn't like my political views. She's posting all this stuff about stuff I write on Facebook. And at the time, 2013, almost 13 years ago, I'm an active pro wrestler and
Okay.
I am not a good guy.
Okay.
It was not my personal page. It was my wrestler's page.
Sure. Yeah.
My Masked Maniac page. And she is just destroying me. And
Sure.
she's, you should be kicked out of this group. You should be banned from Disney. Everything.
Wow.
Because on my page, I speak as a bad guy.
Right. Yeah.
And I researched her, and she was a cast member.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
My only comment in the whole thread was, I'm going to report you and have you fired.
Yeah.
And she went back and brought up conversations, not on the Frank Goodman page, on the Masked Maniac page, that I was, talking about. Oh, I'm going to wrestle this guy, and I probably said some choice words. And
sure, it's wrestling.
And, she just posted all that stuff. Look what kind of person this is. He hates this. He hates that. I think she wrote, I hate Australia. And, it was crazy. And because somebody asked me, it's funny, I remember it like it was yesterday. Somebody asked me, how do I like Australia? And I jumped right in with, oh God, I remember this like yesterday. Okay. I said, the men smell. The women are ugly. The food is disgusting. And the TV, and the wrestling shows are 10 years behind. That's all I said. They're 10 years behind. So this disgusting old bag doesn't care that I said the men smell, doesn't care that I said the women are ugly, doesn't care that I said the food is disgusting. She got upset because I said wrestling is 10 years behind.
In Australia?
Yeah, it is. It is.
But that's got to be a niche market, right?
That sounds like a wrestling fan to me.
Listen, Oz didn't start playing there till 20 years after it ended.
Oh, wow.
Gone with the Wind hasn't been released yet. And, for people that were listening to her, they have no idea who I am at the time. And they don't know that my wife is Australian.
Okay.
I lived in Australia. I've been to Australia more times than most people have taken showers.
Sure. Okay.
Because my wife and I had 2 children, they're half Australian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
I love everything about Australia except the gyms. And the men don't smell so good in the gym. Yeah. She was just killing me. And to make a really long story a little shorter, we were blocked. I was blocked immediately from the group.
Wow. Okay.
Because of her rants.
Yeah.
And Willie went ahead and he created the Disney World Junkies. That night.
Oh, okay.
First night, we had about 10,000 in one night.
Wow.
Gosh.
Because what Willie did is Willie posted in that group, and people were saying, "What happened to the guy trapped in the monorail?" And Willie, that's my dad, and they just blocked him because he complained about being trapped in the monorail. And the next morning, we woke up to about 20,000 in the group. And the funniest thing was, when people join other Disney groups, they generally stay in multiple groups.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
The other group lost 20,000 people.
Really?
Wow.
And
Gosh.
it wasn't like one of those things where, we block somebody and they go in other Facebook groups and they're like, "Oh, Frank blocked me for no reason. Frank's this, Frank's that." But the fact is, there's always a reason.
Right.
In this case, I really was innocent. I just said, I'm trapped in the monorail and I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was it. And that's how the group got created.
So this gives me an idea for us that the next time we're at Disney, I'm just going to ride the monorail all day long and try to get stuck in it and see if we can get more people to listen to the podcast.
That's right.
I'm going to create a viral moment.
We are going to get you so many people on this podcast, because there are so many people out there that miss hearing my Cindy Brady lisp. So we're gonna make sure.
So,
a lot of people.
Whenever you guys started the group, did you ever imagine that it would grow to what it's, because you guys are at like 500,000 followers at this point?
There's about 500,000, and funny thing is, if we didn't ban as many people as we have banned in the past,
Sure.
it would be over 1 million. We really have banned almost 500,000 people.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Are they all from Australia?
No, no, some are from Brooklyn, but it is. It's not all people that have done bad things.
Sure.
We just learned through the years how to spot a bot account before they get in the group.
Yeah.
So we just block them right away before they get in.
So I'm curious, how did the monorail story end? I mean, obviously you got off the monorail, right? So
yeah, well, we've been stuck on the monorail at least 100 times.
Oh yeah, well, so I won't. I'm not gonna ride with you then. I'll take a bus, a boat, anything.
I got stuck on the monorail last time when we were there.
Right.
Oh, that's right. The day we met you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if you remember, it started pouring.
Oh yeah.
We remember.
We were stuck on the monorail that day for about 90 minutes. Yeah, we sat, and the worst thing is they gave us an opportunity to get off.
Okay.
And we didn't take it.
We just said,
We just sat there like a couple of idiots. Finally,
It was raining bad though.
Yeah, it was pouring.
Finally, after an hour and 15 minutes, we get off the monorail, only to find out of the whole monorail, there was one other family.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I think the plan for them was to sleep on the monorail to save money on a room.
There you go.
We never in a million years expected the group to be like this. But I had no experience in Facebook groups.
Sure.
So I didn't know how big they grow. I didn't know about the drama.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know about the fighting.
Yeah.
I thought everybody in Facebook groups were nice.
Yeah. Well.
And then I realized wrestling for 40 years was a breeze.
Compared to social media.
Oh man, I never had a clue.
Gosh. That's pretty incredible, honestly. So you talked about some of the I'll say not so great parts, right? What's some of the best parts of just those interactions that you see from?
Easy, perfect. Okay, I'm very honest about things. Okay, I don't hold anything back. I had a very bad look. My parents were good. Nothing bad with parents. My dad died when I was 10 years old. Trust me, this has meaning to it.
Sure.
My dad died when I was 10, and we were very well off. My dad owned like a dozen car dealerships. We were very well off. When my father died, that year, my dad died, all 4 grandparents died.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay. My mother went nuts. I don't know any other way to put it.
Yeah.
She went another level of nuts.
Hmm.
Have you guys ever watched Hoarders?
Yes. Yeah.
Times it by 100, and I'm not exaggerating.
Oh, wow.
Gosh.
We had 3, 4, 5 dogs, 10, 12, 13, 14 cats
Wow.
for a year or two. And remember, I'm only 10 years old, and I'm a little 10-year-old.
Okay.
My mother just decided, hey, we're not walking the dogs. We're not cleaning up after the cats.
Mm.
I grew up in a house that had hundreds, if not thousands, of piles of dog crap everywhere.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
It was a bad childhood.
Yeah.
I was spoiled rotten. My mom bought me everything in the world,
Yeah.
but she was crazy. She never uncrazied.
Yeah.
And I grew up really crazy. I was not crazy, but I was very mild,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know anything. I mean, I was a kid, and I didn't really grow. I didn't mature mentally for a very long time, and school was hard. I didn't know bullying, and I didn't know getting beat up.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, people talk about bullying all the time.
Right.
Nobody understands real bullying. Look, people understand bullying. I have to watch what I say. Not what I went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From 10 to 12, I was beaten every single day in school. And we're not talking about pushed and shoved. I was tied to a moving car at 10 or 11 and dragged down the street.
Wow.
Holy cow.
I was beaten at 12 years old, 11 or 12 in school. I was stripped naked in school and left in the hallway beaten.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
It was every day.
That's
It
was-
awful.
And when I turned 13, I'm only about 5'7" now, but I was about 5'9". My hips gave out and I've gotten smaller.
Sure.
But I was about 5'9" and about 88 pounds.
Wow.
Wow.
My mother took me to the gym. I joined Mid-City Gym. And I worked out every day. And I didn't care about anything that went on around me in life. I went to the gym every single day. That's what it was at 13.
Yeah.
And I got big fast.
Yeah.
You know, I've taken steroids. I never took drugs. I got to stick that in. I've
Yeah.
never smoked. I've never drank. I've never taken any type of drug, but I got big fast.
Yeah.
And probably by the time I was 15, I was probably 180. By the time I graduated high school, I was over 200.
Wow.
All of a sudden, I'm 260.
Wow.
And because of how I grew up a miserable malcontent.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like anybody.
Sure.
Nobody liked me when I was 88 pounds. Nobody needs to like me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you bumped into me in the street, I hit you. It was bad.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was rough. You know, I became a wrestler when I went to wrestling school at 18. I was a wrestler from 20 years old till just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you said anything out of line to me, the beating was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was unstoppable. And, you know, of course I met my wife. She calmed me down a lot.
Yeah. As they do.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say they have that effect, right?
I had the children, and I was calmed down even more.
Yeah.
And I still didn't want to be I didn't want to be near any other humans.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan of human beings.
Mm-hmm.
So Willie creates the group, and, you know, posting pictures of me in the group, and, you know, Willie, he really didn't want to run the group. I ran the group from day one.
Yeah.
And, you know, you got to get people interacting, and we posted pictures. Most of the pictures had me in them with the kids, and, you know, people are seeing the pictures of us, and where they want to do meetups. We're doing meetups in New York, and we're getting 1,000 people. And
Wow.
all of a sudden, I'm meeting all of these different people that I never would have spoken to in my life. Told you it had a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people with no arms and no legs, people who are 800 pounds,
Yeah.
women who have beards. We're meeting every type of person from all over the world that never I would have gone near.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, my whole wrestling personality, my whole demeanor changes. And I am so harmless now
Yeah.
that I've reverted back to the geeky kid I was who used to play with G.I. Joe toys and his Big Jim and Evil Knievel toys and my $6 Million Man,
Yeah.
who is upstairs. And the group has made me into like a pretty decent human being. I
Man,
don't do anybody.
that's incredible.
Yeah,
Because I was going to say you were super nice when we met. Like I would never have known that.
No,
Now I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to try to bump into you or make you mad. But I never would have thought. Yeah, hey, this guy's going to beat me to death or anything.
No,
Yeah.
once the group started really taking off, I even looked at wrestling and I was like, I don't want any part of this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The group just made me a completely different person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Good old face turn.
That's right. I was going to say, I wondered how you made the jump too from doing the wrestling stuff into Disney, because a lot of times now I've seen some videos from Disney where I would equate the parks with wrestling, but most of the time you don't. If things are going well.
Yeah. Oh no. I listen. We've almost had those encounters with people.
Sure.
So I mean, I get it. The infamous. We're standing there waiting for the parade 3 hours early, and
Yeah.
takes their kid and shoves them up in front of us, and like, doesn't my kid deserve to watch the parade? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no. Hey, the parade was so important to you, you would have got here early. So no, I mean, it's mentally, for my well-being, the group has been like a godsend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But as it's grown, it's also it's a pretty simple thing that plays with your head. And Fox News did a thing on me years back where they wanted to interview me because we were doing Disney dining almost every day.
Okay.
So Fox News did a whole story on a pro wrestler who runs a Disney group who goes to Disney every single day and eats there every day. And they didn't know, almost going broke because we're eating there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That brought out a lot of bad people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But there are bad people everywhere.
Let me ask you this. So you started the group in 2013. I'm assuming that you had been to Disney before then, right? When did you become a big Disney fan? Has your family always been Disney fans, or?
Well, we lived in New York. We lived on the beach. I was wrestling all the time.
Okay.
And never went to Disney in my life. And at 27, my wife and we got married. Of course, she's considerably older than me. 27, she was 29. And we decided to go to Disney at 27.
Okay.
And an old 29. And we really liked it a lot. I'll tell you a funny thing. We went at 27, when I was 27. We went 10 times before we ever saw a character. We didn't. Did you remember that, Kev? We were going, like maybe once every couple months. And the first year, I'm telling you, we didn't see one character.
Oh my gosh.
My wife had Willie. And at that point, like I said, we're going like 10 times a year. And my wife, we went to the grand opening at Animal Kingdom. All right. And so we had Willie, and we started taking Willie. Oh, I'm sorry. The reason we were going so much once every month or so, when I was getting really beat up after wrestling, we would head down there, and I would kind of see going to Disney from the wrestling world is the wrestling world's it's a rough and dirty world.
Hmm.
People aren't nice. It's just that type of world.
Yeah.
It's a, let me get over on everybody type of world.
Mm-hmm.
And we would go there and we wouldn't believe how you can be in New York and then 2 hours later you walk through these gates and everybody's nice.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't believe the change from outside the park, inside the park. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Yep. The bubble.
You forget about everything. And then when we had Willie, even when he was a baby, you could see how much he loved it.
Yeah.
And
People said they wouldn't remember.
yeah, people used to say, "Oh, your 2-year-old's not going to remember."
Yeah.
But
But I always say, but they're free. So what does it matter?
Yeah. And we were when we started taking him, I don't know, he was 2 years old or so. We would go on Friday. I'd fly down on Friday, and we'd stay for 2 days, and then we'd go home. Kath would work a couple days. I would drive down on Wednesday, and then before you know it, we're flying down 4 times a month. I'm driving down twice a month, and Willie used to carry around when he was 2, 3, 4 years old. Willie had dolls of every character you could imagine. He's the only kid walking around with a Maleficent doll and an Evil Queen doll and a Sleeping Beauty doll. And the characters started remembering him.
Okay.
And, characters would say, look, wait over there. The parade's going to stop. We're going to come get you. And they were all kinds of really cool stuff they would do.
That's awesome.
The characters would make it a point to say, be here at this time, be here at this time. And it really became all Willie cared about, even though he was little. And we kept saying, we got to move there. We got to move there. And September 11th happened.
Mm.
And my wife was a few blocks away.
Wow.
Wow.
She walked from Manhattan to Queens.
Wow.
All full of soot and dirt and everything.
Mm.
We got in the car and we drove directly to Disney the next day when they reopened.
Yeah.
And we kept making plans. We're going to move. But, we're living on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you beat living on the beach?
Yeah.
Well, big storm comes. And the side of our house, we had a side room. The wall started blowing off.
Oh,
And I
gosh.
run outside in my underwear, 288 pounds. And what am I doing, Kath? I'm holding the wall from the outside during the storm. And I said to my wife, I said, we can't do this. I can't live here. Not a day or two later, which I believe was 2003, there was just maybe August or so, there was this big blackout because of some kind of a transformer or something in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the whole East Coast lost electricity for a couple days.
Yeah.
And everybody thought it was another terrorist attack.
Yeah.
And we got scared.
Sure.
I mean, I might be able to beat up people all I want, but I am a wimp. And I really do get scared. Everything scares me. Do you know I watch Dark Shadows every night? It's a soap opera from 1966.
Okay.
And my wife has to leave the hallway light on if she's not. And everything scares me.
Hey, this will just be our secret. So
on me because I'm screaming. A piece of paper fell on the floor and it sounded like a bird flying in the room. So I get scared of everything. But when the blackout happened, once again, my wife is trapped in Manhattan. She's pregnant with Dylan.
oh wow.
She's like 8 months pregnant with Dylan. She again walked all the way to Queens. I grabbed her. We drove to Orlando. We found a house that we found a community that was selling townhomes.
Okay.
We picked one out. Took them a while to build because of the hurricanes, 2003, 2004. And we just never went back.
Okay.
So we moved here for Disney.
Yeah.
And we just, other than being in Hawaii or Australia, we pretty much go to Disney every single day.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So we live in Tennessee, and so a lot of times what happens is there'll be people from New York, they move down to Florida, they say it's way too hot.
Yeah.
And then they move, to Tennessee,
Yeah.
so you're kind of right in the middle.
Right.
Any big adjustments that you guys had to make with that? Do you ever want to see snow
No.
again?
I remember my wife's from Australia.
Oh, nah, yeah,
True.
okay. That
So I've been to Australia 30, 40, 50 times. I've been to Hawaii 30, 40, 50 times. The weather doesn't affect us.
okay.
Now I have trouble laying out because, I'm old. But no, I mean, we were people that we would go lay out in the sun at 7 a.m, and we'd stay out till 7 at night.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So no, the sun was our whole life.
yeah.
Adjustment we do have, and people that live here, born here, they don't get it. They'll never get it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But the food here is disgusting. That's why we do eat on Disney property 4 or 5 times a week, because we know they make it fresh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Listen, I know I'm spoiled from growing up in New York and living there for I don't know, 37 years or something.
Yeah.
But the fact is, when you live, I have one traffic light to get to Disney.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
It's 2.5 minutes for me to get to Disney and Park. Within an hour of where we live, there is not one place, for the most part, that makes home cooked food.
Yeah.
It's a tourist area. So if you live here, everything is a chain store. There is, people might say, every time I say that, somebody say, "Oh, you've never eaten a Pizza Uno." Okay, everything's frozen. Oh, you've never at Olive Garden. Everything's pre-made the night before. It's
Yeah.
At Panera, the soup comes in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. And, if you do find a place here in Orlando that makes food themselves, they close at 2:00 every day. It's that they all cry poverty.
Yeah.
I don't know why business is bad. Business is terrible. 2:30. I better get home.
Got to beat that rush hour traffic.
That is what it is here. And so the food is a period of adjustment. It's not a myth when people say, if someone says they found a place that makes real New York pizza, you run the other way.
Okay.
There is no pizza. There are no bagels. There are no bakeries. There are no diners. I don't know if you have diners in Tennessee.
We have Waffle House.
Yeah.
The
that
what?
counts.
We have Waffle House.
Yeah.
Well, at least you have Elvis, right?
Yeah, that's right.
right.
That's right. He's on the other side of the state, but yeah, that's all right.
We have Dolly Parton over here.
That's right.
Dolly.
Yeah, but there's nothing. Can you imagine if you didn't have a place to go to get bakery food?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
People that live here, they're like, "Oh, Publix has the best bakery." Publix doesn't even make cakes. The
Yeah.
cakes come in frozen and they decorate them.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
And the only adjustment is the food.
Is the food.
Other than the food, there are no other adjustments.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, maybe I can convince my wife then. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. So first of all, obviously you guys are at Disney quite a bit.
Yes.
How often do you go to Disney now?
Pre-COVID, again, if we were not in Australia,
Yeah.
because, pre-COVID, it was Australia for a month, Hawaii for a month, wrestling as much as I could. Pre-COVID, every day that we are not traveling. Willie, pretty much every day.
Okay.
Wow.
Post-COVID, it started off slow for us.
Mhm.
Once a week, once every couple weeks. The kids, of course, would go more.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot of surgeries and had a lot of health issues,
Hmm.
which come with being a wrestler.
Mhm.
And every time there's a surgery or something, it takes time for me to get going again. Pretty much, we are pretty much now. We're pretty much there most every day. We may be, we may be at the Whispering Canyon 4 times a week, which is where we're eating currently.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we met you guys, we were doing the Crystal Palace 4
Yeah.
times a week. We don't go to the parks for 8 hours a day.
Right.
Sure.
I'm almost 61, and I don't get around well. And we might go just to see the parade.
Yeah.
We might go and ride the People Mover.
Oh
And go home.
gosh.
But for the most part, we go. Somebody from our family is at Disney every day.
So that begs the question. I'm sure you've been asked this 100 times. Do you ever get tired of going to Disney?
Yeah. I mean, I think people lie when they say things like, "Oh, I would never get tired of it."
Right.
You get tired of anything
Mm-hmm.
if you do it every day.
Right.
My favorite food in the whole world are pizza burgers.
Yeah.
And, I whine like a 6-year-old. I want pizza burgers. I want pizza burgers. All right. I've had them, 5 days in a row, Kath? She's not even here. Okay. I've had pizza burgers 5 days in a row. So we're talking about 20 pizza burgers in 5 days. Okay.
Yeah.
All right now I'm sick of pizza burgers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm sick of pizza burgers. I don't get sick of George Reeves playing Superman, and I don't get sick of Barnabas Collins in Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
If you do anything every day, you get sick of it.
Yeah.
There was a time where, and this is no exaggeration, we were eating Liberty Tree 300 times a year for about 4 years.
Wow.
Okay.
We're talking about a solid 5 days a week without missing a day. And I'll be serious. We didn't have one bad meal.
Okay.
And those, figured 1,200 times in 4 years. Not one bad meal.
Yeah.
And they had a very nice chef. His name was Chef Alfonso. And, he would make me French fries if the mashed potatoes got boring.
Okay.
He would make my wife something a little bit different if something got boring. For my birthday one year, Disney has these pre-made cakes they give you for your birthday.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. This guy came to work 2 hours early, I was told. He made the biggest strawberry shortcake for me.
Wow.
He put 100 strawberries on this cake for me.
That's incredible.
So because we go so much, the chefs, they do extra nice things for us.
Yeah.
We're not entitled to anything any more than somebody who goes one time.
Sure.
But, look, if you go to the same diner every day, they're going to, hello, Mr. Goodman, they'll do something a little special.
Yeah.
So they always did something to make sure it didn't get boring. And, but of course, after 4 years, it still got boring.
Yeah.
You can only eat so much turkey, right?
Yeah, it was like turkey. But,
Raised beef.
I don't do roller coasters.
Okay.
I'm very limited on what I could do because of my back
Yeah.
and my neck and my shoulders and my hips and my ribs and my head. So we do get a bit bored, and when we do, we might go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Disneyland is someplace I don't think I could ever get bored.
Sure.
Yeah.
We love Disneyland more than anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
But,
what we
you know,
we just
yeah.
went for the first time last October. You and I both
Yep.
we planned 2 separate trips, not realizing we were going to be there at the same time.
Days. Yeah.
And especially as a Disney fan, you know, we're all here more probably Disney parks fans than we are even Disney, you know, animation, that kind of stuff. And
Right.
being able to go back to the original, there was definitely something special about that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was reverse. Now it's the parks for me.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm a little older than you guys, and even though I may look 17, I'm not. And, I come from the late 60s, early 70s.
Mm-hmm.
For me, Disney there's a brand new live action movie coming out.
Yeah.
And, as a kid, you run to the movies for that. I remember going to see Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, even though it was half cartoon, half live.
Yeah.
Freaky Friday for me, or the Love Bug movies.
Oh, yeah.
For me, that was my only taste of Disney
Okay.
growing up. So for me, it was the live movies, some of the cartoon movies. But once I started going to the parks, I did love it. I loved it a lot. As I said, pre-COVID, we really, really liked everything about the parks.
Yeah.
Walk in those parks, and it didn't matter how bad your life was outside. You felt just different in the parks.
Yeah.
Now, post-COVID, and again, this has nothing to do with COVID, and it is nothing but my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And in the grand scheme of things, my opinion means absolutely nothing. If I say something's good, you should still ignore me and try it on your own. If I
Sure.
say something's bad, you should ignore me and try it on your own.
Sure.
And keep in mind, everybody that lives near me are cast members.
Yeah.
Everybody we're social with are cast members. Post-COVID, and there's nothing wrong. I want to make sure everybody understands this. There is nothing wrong with what I'm going to say. But pre-COVID, people worked at Disney because they love Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to work at Disney. That is my life stream. I don't care what it is. I don't care what they pay me. I want to work at Disney because I really want to make magic for people.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. Okay. Now, what I'm going to say now, a lot of people will disagree with me. And I don't blame the people that work there. But post-COVID, many people lost their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Not at Disney. Many people lost their jobs all around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And many people got jobs at Disney: accountants, police officers, firemen, nurses, people that never had the need or the want to work at Disney.
Yeah.
Now they're working at Disney.
Yeah.
And for them, and there's nothing wrong, if you get a job, let's take a wrestler. Look, let's say you get a famous wrestler who gets fired from WWE, okay? And it's over for him. It's over. You're not getting hired. Working on the smaller wrestling shows pays you $50 a night.
Yeah.
This is it. You're screwed.
Yeah.
You suck it up. You get a job at Walmart.
Yep.
Okay? To me, that makes you a real man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You suck it up. you get a job at Walmart. You suck it up, you get a job at Target. You suck it up, you get a job at McDonald's. You have nurses, firemen, policemen sucking it up and going to get a job at Disney.
Yeah.
And to me, you know, they're better people than most to suck it up and go out and get an hourly job.
Right. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
However, their goal is not to get a job to make magic for you. Their mindset is, let me get a job so I can support my family.
Yeah.
And there is not one thing wrong with that.
Yeah.
However, if you're expecting those people to go over and beyond to make magic for you, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they really just want to get home.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And again, as I said a bunch of times already, to the point it's annoying, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But, you know, their job is, you know, somebody that's been working at Disney for 50 years and they're 70 years old and they're standing out in 90-degree weather, 100-degree weather. Some of them don't care about standing in the heat for you because they want you to have the magic. They want you to go home and feel special.
Yeah.
But, you know, Joe, the accountant, who's working there just to pay his bills, he doesn't want to stand in 100-degree weather, and he doesn't care that little Ferdinand meets Cinderella. You know, he just wants, you know, many of those special people, they're not around as much as they used to. They're older. You know, they're retiring. And the newer breed of people, while they may be very nice, it's not their whole life.
Yeah.
And to me, that's why the parks have changed. And in our group, there is fighting. And people don't want to hear. You know, we had a guy, and he posted about 10 years ago. I always talk about this, so it's fresh in my mind. And this guy's like, I saved up for 10 years so I could stay at Disney. I've never been there before. I checked into the All-Stars.
Okay.
I've told the story so many times, it's pretty much embedded in my head. I walked into my room. There was garbage in the garbage bin. The beds were not made. There was duty in the toilet.
Oh, gosh.
And the bath water was filled with water bugs in the bathtub. And he didn't say, I want a refund. He didn't post, Disney stinks. He posted, what should I do?
Yeah.
That's all he posted. So he was very, very nice post. You know, there's dirty water in the bathtub. There was water bugs in it, or a water bug. There was duty in the toilet bowl. And the room is a mess with garbage in the bin. What should I do? And if 500 people commented, 500 people attacked this guy.
Really?
Trying to get a free trip. You want this, you want that. You know, you want to get somebody fired. And the guy left the group, sent me a private message saying, just wanted to know what to do. He rejoined the group, and they gave him a different room.
Yeah.
And I'm reading this from people, and that was the night I realized you don't comment back.
Yeah.
If I'm an administrator, I shut my mouth and I sit down. But I kept saying to people, you know, somebody wrote, what was the date? Somebody wrote, everybody goes to the bathroom and the toilet. What do you think? No one's ever gone to in the bathroom? And I commented, yes, but it's your own duty.
Right.
Who wants see somebody else's duty
No.
in your toilet.
Yeah, I don't even want to see my own.
No, no. Come on. Everybody turns around and looks in the toilet after you go. Just looking, you know?
Gotta make sure you're on track,
That is one thing.
Yeah.
And then that's when I said to myself, I really got to start paying really attention to this. So I start noticing this trend where it doesn't matter what the guest says or what the guest writes. It's always the cast. You don't know what kind of a day the cast member's having. Forget what kind of a day the guest is having.
Yeah.
Forget what bad thing the guest experienced. It's the full-on attack in the Facebook groups of, but you don't know what the cast member went through.
Yeah.
And the fact is, you don't know what the cast member went through, but you don't know what the guest went through.
Yeah.
And it's the old, if you would have said that to me pre-COVID, I would say to you, these cast members are pretty good. They really don't lose it on you for no reason. Post-COVID, you have a lot of cast members that really love their jobs.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of cast members that just want to go home and they don't want to listen to your complaint.
Yeah.
And with the Facebook groups, it's you attack the complainer.
Yeah.
The complainer is now remember something. Entitlement's a big thing.
Oh yeah.
And many of these cast members are right. People just want to get something for free.
Yeah.
It's true. But there are some people that really are just having a problem. But the newer breed of cast member, they don't want to hear about your problem. They don't. You know, some do and some love it. Some really don't want to hear about it. So I have no idea what the question was anymore, but that's where I took off.
Well, it prompted another question for me, which is, a lot of what we do is, so we recognize that there are things that Disney does, and we'll say at the parks, that we don't like or we don't agree with. But yet we also, we want to come down somewhere in the middle. And I guess what I'm trying to ask you is, where's that balance between, like you said, it could be something that Disney's done that you don't love, but we're not going to always poop all over Disney, and we're also not going to poop all over the people that are just trying to have a good time. Does that kind of make sense? Is where is that balance between, I guess, maybe accountability and all that?
It makes a lot of sense. But the bottom line is, whether people want to hear it or not, the customer is always right.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're right.
Yeah.
So and I truthfully believe 25% of the time the customer is wrong.
Sure.
But the customer is always right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to suck it up. Here, let me ask you a question, okay?
Sure.
All right. You go to McDonald's, okay? You order 3 hamburgers plain, French fries with no salt, and a Coke, okay? Yep. And you wait 30 minutes for your food. And the person that gives you your food, the person that takes your order is nasty. You get this, Then you wait 30 minutes, you keep complaining, where's my food, where's my food? And you're getting an attitude, well, just wait, or you get ignored. So you get your food, and your 3 hamburgers have everything on it. The fries have salt, and the Coke is a Diet Coke and not a regular Coke. And you tell them, look, I'm waiting 30 minutes. The girl was nasty that took my order. Nobody would listen to me while I'm waiting. The order is wrong. And then that person is nasty to you. Well, what do you expect me to do?
Yeah.
Well, I want the right meal, or I want my money back. And she's nasty. What do you do?
Me, I'll probably just say, yeah, I'm out. See ya.
Yeah.
and I'm not coming back.
I'm not going back for sure.
Like, you can't be a weenie.
Yeah. Well, my arms aren't as big as yours, Frankie.
First off, nobody's arms are as big as mine unless they take steroids, and even then it doesn't work. Okay, but look, if someone said to you, let's say you're in a McDonald's Facebook group, and you posted this, I say 10 out of 10 people say, complain the corporate, complain about complain about the employees.
Yeah.
Would you say that's fair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think anybody would say, but maybe they're having a bad day?
No.
Right. No. Yeah.
You go to Disney, you order 3 hamburgers plain, fries with no salt, a Coke. Same thing happens. A rude cast member takes care of you. The food's all wrong. You wait 30 minutes. You post about it in a Facebook group. Does everybody attack you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody tell you to complain about them? Because there's this thing where it's this Disney love with blinders on.
Sure.
Yeah.
They refuse to admit that Disney is a business.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If you let's say you go on the People Mover and you step off the People Mover and you break your leg, right? And you post in a Facebook group, I got off the People Mover and I broke my leg at Disney, right? Oh, if you broke your leg at Disney, they would never have allowed you to break your leg. It must have happened there. Right. Or, I got a steak at Disney and it was green. I know I shouldn't have eaten it, but I ate it and got food poisoning. Disney would never give you food poisoning. It's not possible.
Right. Yeah.
Now, you got to understand, these people have blinders on and they do not see that Disney is a business.
Yep.
And the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, I think it's the greatest business there is.
Sure.
I think they have the best cast members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While I may say these cast members want to go home.
Yeah.
And I may say sometimes they're in a bad mood. But I think Disney cast members are better than employees anywhere else at any other job in the world.
Oh, yeah. They set the bar for sure.
There is some Disney security that irritate the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Because some are on power trips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet, I think they basically have the best security.
Yeah.
Business you're going to run into. I think their managers, for the most part, are the best managers. But everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
And there's a core of Disney fans that have blinders on and they will not see what's a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And
why do you think that is? What causes those? Is it just brand loyalty, or what do you think?
People say all the time, "Oh, the Disney World Junkies is a cult, and Frank is the cult leader." And I'm like, well, first off, I'm the masked maniac. Okay,
get it right.
When you have so many people that love one thing, it is cultish. Look, I'm not going to lie and say the Disney World Junkies isn't a cultish type feeling. But I mean, I think my Dark Shadows Facebook group that I belong to is a cultish feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in 10 George Reeves is the best Superman ever has a cultish feeling to it.
Yeah.
I'm in a G.I. Joe group that has a cultish feeling. I mean, Disney itself as a whole, of course there's no cult leader to Disney.
Right.
But there's a cultish feeling to it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make it bad. It's just, that's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are some people, not in our group. I don't believe now I don't believe what I'm going to say has to do with Facebook groups.
Sure. What
I say has to do with Disney as a whole. As with celebrity, this celebrity love thing. You know, oh yeah, this celebrity can shoot 97 people, but he had a good reason for it. You know,
Yeah.
and there's this thing with a certain amount of Disney people that they have this cult obsession where, as I said previously, Disney can do no wrong.
Yeah.
And until they spend $20,000 on a vacation
Yeah.
and pull into the Grand Floridian
Yeah.
and walk into that lobby and see what that lobby looks like, or
Yeah.
pull out of the Polynesian
Yep.
and see construction everywhere,
Yep.
okay? Or go to Hollywood Studios and see that half the place is blocked off.
Yep.
Those people will never get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will, if you were to post in any Disney Facebook group anywhere, oh, I'm paying $1,000 a night for the Grand Floridian. I just walked in the lobby. This is terrible. I don't know what to do. And 99 out of 100 people in those groups, the obsessed, cultish
Yeah.
people,
Yep.
will immediately say to you, Disney is only doing this to make it better for the future. They're going to give you that. They're
Yeah.
going to give you the, didn't you read about the lobby before
Yeah.
But yet these people that do that to you, the obsessive, I really feel this way. It doesn't mean it's right, but I feel those people, they don't really come.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they don't really spend their money because they can't, because you can't be that blind. We had this lady, she put a post up about a month ago. What a nice post. What a nice lady. She posts, just checked into the I want to say it's the Wilderness Lodge.
Okay.
And you guys are in the group all day long, so I'm
Yeah.
surprised
Yeah.
Yeah.
you did it. She posted a picture of outside her window, all this construction.
Yeah.
Said, I paid extra for a special view.
I saw this.
Yes, I do remember that one.
This woman got beaten
Yeah.
to a pulp in the group.
Mm.
She got whipped like a red-headed stepchild. This woman got abused. You know, I thought this was like some guy on Oz getting it, you know where.
Yeah.
This woman got destroyed. Oh, didn't you read about construction?
Yep.
Oh, this is your fault. This is not Disney's fault. And I really feel that those people that see no wrong don't spend their money at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They may be big Disney fans and they may live through Facebook and through other people's trips, but there's no way that these people are spending this type of money. Look, my figures could easily be off, okay?
Yeah.
I would say between Disney dining, my annual passes, we do stay on property even though we live here. I'd say conservatively, we spend over $20,000 a year.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, you let some of these people spend $20,000 a year and walk up to the podium at the Crystal Palace. And I'm saying this one for a reason, and have somebody get nasty to you
Mm-hmm.
because you're 5 minutes late for your thing.
Mm.
Okay. I'll say this. I mean, I usually don't do this, but I'm going to do this. Kath, me and you, is Willie down here?
He's waiting. He's,
All right. Come over here.
yes.
Come here.
I'm not getting on camera.
Just get over here.
It's audio only, right? So it's all good.
What would you say each Crystal Palace visit? 160?
Yes,
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
150.
So you can go. So let's say each Crystal Palace visit's $160. Okay.
Okay.
Just my wife and I. Not to mention Willie's eating somewhere else in the park and Dylan's with his girlfriend somewhere else in the park. Just my wife and I. Okay. 4 times a week is like 320, 640, say 650. Okay. Times that by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Skippy, up at the top, scratching your head. How much is that?
He's not good at math.
He's not the math guy. It's 2,800.
How much?
It's 2,800. 650.
All right.
No, 2,600.
All right. So let's say conservatively, I spend $2,600 at the Crystal Palace each month. Okay. And then I go to the Crystal Palace one day, right? And I want you to hear me out. Hear me out. Okay.
Yeah.
Every single visit I go to, I have a reservation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then the manager comes up to me and she's like, look, if you have any trouble getting a reservation, you come here 4 times a week for 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody knows you. It's fine. We'll get you in. Okay. So about 6 weeks ago, the app wouldn't work. Couldn't
Sure.
get the app. Had a blank screen. So we go. And there have been times, 1 o'clock, 1:30, we go to the Crystal Palace. You know how big it is in there, right?
Yeah.
There are times that we're the only ones in the whole place.
Okay.
I dare anybody that works there to say I'm not telling the truth.
Sure.
There are times that we will eat in there that it's so empty that there may be us and 1 or 2 other tables in the whole restaurant.
Wow.
And they're begging for people to come in there.
Yeah.
But when you call on the phone, the people on the phone will be like, no, there's nothing available.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was just trying to book a reservation for a trip coming up in December for breakfast,
Yeah,
and it's booked the whole week.
but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I tell the managers at the Crystal Palace, they're like, oh my God, we got to do something about this. This is why we have no people in here. And like I said, 30 times easily in the past 3 or 4 months, 30 times I've eaten in there where there was no more than 3 or 4 tables taken in the whole place. So we go there about 6 weeks ago, and all the girls that are working there are like, oh no, we'll get you in. They said half the restaurant's empty,
Yeah.
but we'll get you in. And then this new manager or coordinator or something, she comes out. She says, no, we can't get you in. You have to have a reservation. I said, no, I know you have to have a reservation, and you do, and we always do. And then she looks at me and goes, but you don't now.
Oh wow.
I said, really good way to talk to somebody that spent $3,000 a month here.
Yeah.
And she makes a face, and I asked for somebody else. And 2 or 3 of the girls that are seating you, they look at her and they say, he really does come here 4 days a week. He really does.
Yeah.
And I have written in the last 3 months, I've written 3 or 4 letters to Disney about how great everybody working at the Crystal Palace is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said to her, my phone isn't working. My app isn't working. And you have a half-empty restaurant in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? And whenever somebody does this, I look at Kath and I say the same thing every time. She's in the group and she's nasty.
Yeah.
That's what I say every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So she then looks and I said, look, I'll tell you what. Go tell your general manager that I'm never coming back here again. And
Yeah.
I spend close to $3,000 a month here.
Mm.
She goes inside. We start to walk away. My wife calls me on my phone and says, come back. So I walk back, and one of the servers who takes care of us almost every day, very nice lady, she says to us, listen, we could take you now. I said, yeah, but I don't like the way I'm being spoken to now.
Yeah.
And it's really bad. And she's really talking down to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she says to me, oh, yeah, your app's not working. She says, mine is. She goes, show me yours. Just in that tone.
Oh gosh.
So I show her the app. My app was not working. Okay.
Yep.
So she says, okay, well, it'll be an hour. I said, you got an empty restaurant.
Yeah.
And her saying, don't listen to her. I'll just take you in with us. And I went ahead and I called on the phone. And I want to say, let's say this was 1:30. Okay.
Okay.
The person on the phone said, oh, yes, we have 150. We have 155 available. We have 150. Which would you like? I wasn't going to do it. I
Yeah.
just looked at the lady and I said, I'm never coming here again. And it's been 6 weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've noticed you you haven't been posting from the Crystal Palace.
Yep, it's been 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I never wrote about it because if I write about it, I'm going to get attacked for not having a reservation.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though they told me.
Yeah.
I guess the time I go there, I'm like, here's my reservation. They're
Yeah.
like, what are you getting a reservation for? Everybody knows you here.
Right.
Come every day. And the one time I didn't, I get the nasty lady. And we
Ah.
went,
Yeah.
and she was really nasty. And she didn't care if I said we were never going back. She said, okay,
Yeah.
you know?
What-
And it's just like we said, if I would post about it, I would get attacked by people that never go to Disney
Yeah.
Yeah.
and don't have a grasp. Look, do I deserve anything more because I spend $3,000 a month at one restaurant than somebody that buys a hot dog? Nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody who spends $5 on a hot dog is not, I am not entitled to anything more than that person is.
Sure.
However, you do have to say to yourself, you know, this guy spends $3,000 a month in this
Yeah.
one restaurant. I could at least be courteous to him.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tell me you have no tables. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times we have gone to the Crystal Palace, right? And we've gotten there at 2:20, right?
Okay.
But we knew that at 2:35 they changed shifts. So if they sat me at 2:20, that means that some poor server has to sit there for 2 hours and take care of us
Right.
when we could be going home.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many times we sat there and waited an hour for a take?
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to do that to a server?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To have this disgusting woman, this kid, probably her first day as a coordinator or manager, telling us,
Yeah.
you can't come in, or you can sit and wait an hour for a half-empty restaurant
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
shower.
Mm.
And if I would have discussed that in the group,
Yeah.
I would have gotten attacked by a bunch of people who, as I said, have never gone to Disney ever
Yeah.
Yeah.
and don't have a grasp on what spending your money is.
Yeah.
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 No, you spend your money at Disney, you have a right to you don't have a right to tell them how to do business. You have a right to say if you feel you're wronged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I watched a guy wait online for Snow White about 10 years ago. You remember that, Kath? This guy waited online for Snow White about 10 years ago. And this guy, he gets there about a minute before the line closes. Okay. The cast member was wrong for letting him get online because Snow White had to go.
Yeah.
And she left. And he berated her and called her every name in the book.
Oh gosh.
Now, was she wrong for letting him get online? Absolutely. But he only waited a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just there 1 minute for her to say, hey, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
So, there are cases where the guest is 1,000,000% wrong.
Sure.
But you gotta let the people speak their mind, not curse at you and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But it just doesn't work that way anymore.
Yeah.
You complain and you're a disgusting person who wants something.
Yeah.
Probably because of the disgusting people that do want things.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, there are people. I think you even said it. That's what they do, right? They
there are
they
people
yell till somebody does something.
That's their job.
Yeah.
I remember the lady before your time, I'm sure. And I know people aren't going to like I'm going to say this because she's not alive anymore. But there was a lady, and this lady used to bring, I don't know, I could be exaggerating. I don't think I am. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 service dogs in the park at once.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
And she used to claim she's training them at Disney, and Disney has no right to tell her she can't. Now, there was a later story that, look, nobody with a right mind believed this lady.
Right.
Nobody believed her. She tried to sell us a dog once. So we had firsthand knowledge that she was a liar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she was selling us a pug. And it turned out she was trying to, she actually sold us a pit bull. And
That's
said
not the same.
it
No.
would show the way it looked when it got older.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was a pit bull. There were 2 of them. The one grabbed the other one by the neck and started throwing it around our house.
Oh my gosh.
I met her and returned it an hour later.
Yeah.
There was a story where she was actually, I believe, either she was arrested or she was thrown out of Disney Springs because they finally did check her service dog thing and it was fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, she used to make such a scene at Disney. Nobody ever would have said, "Hey, let me check your paperwork."
Yeah, sure.
And that's what these people that do get over, the entitled ones. They feel they're entitled to everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not. You're entitled to what you pay for.
Yeah.
You're entitled to friendly service, a clean park, attractions that work,
Yeah.
and a decent amount of characters. You're not entitled to too much else. I know I'm
Sure.
all over the place, but that's how my brain works.
No.
Nope.
No, this
Listen,
yeah.
this is our podcast. Honestly,
it
this
is,
is kind of
yeah.
how it goes.
No, we always joke we have a topic in mind and then we are all over the place
Yeah.
and we just go until we stop. And honestly, as much as I would love to keep going because this has been awesome, we are probably at the limit of what people are willing to listen to in one sitting.
All right, you're kicking me off.
No, we're
No,
not.
never.
Hey,
We would never kick you off.
No, it's all right. You don't want me anymore.
listen, I do want to ask you two. This is a quick hot take. All right. One, what's your favorite attraction in Disney World? And 2, is there anything that you haven't done that you want to do?
Favorite attraction is probably the People Mover, and only because I can just sit and
It's
I love
favorite
Space
too.
Earth.
Yep.
However, my wife does not like it.
Oh.
Smells,
Oh.
Is it Brome? Is that what does it for her?
but I get beat up on it from the bumps.
Yeah.
There is nothing that I have not done that I've wanted to because I can't go on any thrill rides.
Yeah.
So no, there's nothing.
Okay.
I wish they'd get better steak.
You have everything list.
Well,
If you had this.
oh yeah. My wife said, it's like when we went to Epic Universe, I went on the Frankenstein ride,
Yeah.
of which I had no business going on. I had every single thing wrong with me. And if you've ever seen my stomach, I had the pregnant one too. So now there's nothing I want to do. I want to keep going.
Yeah.
But if I told you the pain I'm in sitting here,
Yeah.
I couldn't explain it to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we definitely appreciate you taking out some time, and hopefully you'll join us again. Honestly, this
Yeah.
has been fun. I love hearing the stories.
I will. I have so many stories, but I gotta watch it. People get mad at me all the time. People really go. Somebody will get mad at me for this.
We'll share the burden.
That's right.
Yeah, they'll be mad at us too.
That's right.
They don't know who the hell you three are.
Hey,
Exactly.
you're putting us on the map, Frankie.
All right, guys. Well, listen. Whenever you want me on, you just let me know.
Love it.
Yeah, that sounds
We
great.
appreciate it so much.
And
Yeah.
with your blessing, we're going to call it Franksgiving.
The
Well,
Franksgiving
I
episode.
mean, what else is there?
Right. Yeah.
Honestly, thanks for your time.
Yeah,
It's
thank you.
been a
That's
blast.
okay, guys.
We'll do it
I'm
again.
sorry.
So
I only remember Britt's name. I don't know anybody
Gary.
It's always, yeah.
Gary.
Gary?
Yep, Gary, Aaron.
Skippy.
Let's go. Aaron, Skippy. You can call him whatever you want to.
Aaron.
Oh, did I give a guy named Skippy a good smell? I've been. All right.
All right,
Bye,
thanks.
everybody.
Y'all have a good
See
rest
See
of
you,
your
Frank.
week.
Frank. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Bye-bye.
Man, that was a blast.
That was
honestly.
awesome.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun talking with Frankie and getting to know him. I mean, we had
Yeah.
a limited maybe conversation with him. We met him back in September.
Yeah.
when
We
were down
talked
there.
to him and Kathleen for probably, I don't know, 5 minutes, less than 10.
Yeah.
It wasn't long. They're awesome people. They're so
They
nice.
Yeah. Super thankful that he would hop on. You know what I mean? Take some time. I know he's busy and they got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah.
Cool to pick his brain as well. So
Absolutely.
well, hey, thanks to you guys, the fellow hoppers here for tuning in to another episode of Park Hopper Society. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, leave a review wherever it is that you are consuming this content, and share it with your friends. Tell your friends about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, tell them to join up with us. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks with another episode. It's hard to believe that December.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
It's Christmas time.
Yeah, Christmas time is here. I won't
Yeah.
sing it for you,
Well,
but I mean, yeah, we're close. So, until then, take care. Happy Thanksgiving,
yeah. Gobble, gobble.
and keep hopping.
See you real soon.
Poodles.
Bye bye.